Welcome to Action 242 as we continue to look at what it takes to live authentic New Testament Christianity. You know, there's an old little phrase that goes like this: to live above with saints we love, now that will be glory. To live below with the saints we know, now that's a different story. And the reality is that it is quite a challenge to live in unity. It is an amazing, almost impossible challenge to live like we see described in the New Testament, with everybody having everything in common, living in community, breaking bread with glad and sincere hearts. And the problem is that at heart, we are sinful beings. We've got our own foibles, our idiosyncrasies, our sins. And so it's inevitable that there are going to be difficulties and challenges in living in community. You know, many people have given up on church and say, I no longer go to church because it's full of hypocrites. And it's been said that failing to go to church because it's full of hypocrites is like not going to the gym because it's full of fat people. The reality is, church is full of sinners. It's not full of perfect people. And there is no perfect church. It has been said, if you find a perfect church, don't join it because it will no longer be perfect. So given that we're all fallible, we're all sinful, and the inevitability that we're going to rub each other up the wrong way, we're going to offend and upset each other, how do we cope with that? And for me, one of the keys is what Paul wrote in Galatians 2:20. He says, I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives within me. How does that apply to what I'm saying? Well, it's quite simple. A dead person never gets offended. You can slander and libel a dead person and they will not react. A dead person has no possessions. A dead person doesn't get upset if you steal what was once theirs. Often when I get upset or frustrated, I realize that that is God testing me and say, is Mike really dead? And is Jesus living through you? So I want to put a challenge out to each one of us as we endeavor to live in community and endeavor to live here on earth with all of the things that entails. The next time you're tempted to get offended or upset or disappointed with somebody, ask yourself, am I dead and is Christ living through me? Or is my flesh rising up and my offense, my rights and my needs getting in the way? See, if we die to self and allow Jesus to live through us, we will see a whole new dynamic to the way we live community, the way we do church, and in the way that we live authentic New Testament Christianity.